Hello and welcome to this week's episode of
Advice from Your Besties.
That's it.
Q&A.
Well, you know, it's slowly becoming advice to insights.
Yeah.
We get that. But, you know,
Yeah.
it's catchy. We'll just stick with it. But you know what?
Ask us anything.
Ask us anything. Apparently, we have to answer
Yeah.
everything truthfully.
Everything.
It feels a litlittle like exposure but when you think about it like that. So
It's just like...
tell us everything.
Tell us everything. What would you ask your friend? Ask us.
Because we're that interested.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so first question. When did you lose your virginity? I was 15. So I guess I was probably going into like freshman year of high school. Me and my best friend lost our virginity on the same night. Okay, different places and locations and like not planned at all. I don't think it was planned. I think it
was.
I think it was kind of just like, oh,
100%.
it's like totally gonna happen.
Oh my God, you guys.
And then, and like the embarrassing thing happened where like you bleed your first time. Did you have that happen? Yeah. And it was like,
But not by my God.
oh, you know,
I bled way earlier.
no, I bled. And it was like,
Wait, remember that guy that I told you that I dated in Buffalo, the one that thanked me for dating him?
Uh-huh.
He am on his parents' bed.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. He's like, no, it's great. And I was like, what? What? I had no idea what had happened.
Oh, like I didn't even know that.
I didn't either.
I didn't know that it happened until like I heard about it from someone else that it happened.
After the fact.
Yeah. And I was like, what?
I didn't know you could. I didn't have sex with him.
Oh.
But I still, he was still able to do that.
He got a little aggressive.
Not aggressive, but he used...
His fingers were aggressive.
Effective. He was great. I really think that was the best of him.
I can't believe that made you bleed.
He must have been like ramrodding the
I'm kidding. Because I remember it was kind of painful. Yeah, up to the elbow. I'm like, damn. Wasn't it painful?
I don't remember.
Oh, I feel like it was kind of painful. And then
I know,
like,
it was
fine.
probably like the inside was kind of...
Wait, and how old were you?
17? 18?
18?
No, I was 17.
Oh.
I was going into I think that was my junior year. It was the same year I moved away.
Gotcha. You're like, thank you. I will be leaving town now. Bye.
He's like, no, it's okay. But his mom would like see me like in the bedroom because he lived in the cellar, you know, and they convert a bedroom so she could see into the cellar. And she saw me giving him a blowjob.
What?
I was like, oh my God. And he was like, no, my mom was really excited for me.
Oh my God.
Because it was his senior year and he finally got this girlfriend that was doing all the things. And so she was so supportive of our relationship.
That is weird.
I've never had a supportive mother-in-law ever since. They've all hated me.
Huh.
Anyway.
Interesting. Yeah, actually, this like first boyfriend I had, his mom loved me so much.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Of course.
They all love me.
They should be loving me. They think it's like trash vibes, but I'm as good as it gets.
And I feel like I lived in such a small town. It's like, yep, turn 15. It's about time. Like,
Ew.
I know. That's kind of what it seemed like. I feel like the boys just like started so young.
Well, how old are they? 15?
14, 15?
So they were sleeping with older women?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
And I remember that they would just like sit around watching porn together. I'm like,
where did you grow up?
In a small town.
You
in
guys
Wisconsin.
Wow, you guys are fast.
Well, it's like you start drinking when you're like 13.
Oh my God,
maybe 14.
really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I think I started drinking when I was like 14 or 15. Probably 15.
I think that sounds reasonable.
Yeah. And then with that, then you're like, now's a good time to have sex.
Yeah, they go hand in hand.
I have no morals anymore.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What else is there?
So yeah, it was a slippery slope.
Slippery.
Slippery. That's right.
What other questions do you have?
What's your greatest lesson from a failed date?
I don't know. How about a failed marriage?
Yeah. From a failed marriage, what's your greatest lesson?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, you should do it.
I'm sorry. Come again?
Like, you should get married.
Oh, I'm talking about a failed marriage.
Oh.
As opposed to a failed date.
Oh, yeah.
You think I should get married for the third time?
If it's a good one.
Even if it's bad.
You know what? Dust yourself off and try again. Try again. Try again. That song.
Okay, but no.
Okay, well, what's your life lesson from
What's
a
your
failed marriage?
What's your decade of?
Yeah.
The red flags you may see when dating only
get redder with time.
right, and they become entrenched in the personality, and so if your person likes to go drinking and is a big drinker, the likelihood of them quitting is very limited and maybe low. That certainly not for everybody, I get it. But like, I saw a bunch of red flags, but I couldn't see them at that age.
Mm-hmm.
It's only now, thanks to TikTok and the definition of narcissism, that I can see it was always right there. And I just
I'm just laughing because on TikTok, everyone's a narcissist. Like, for you, a narcissist. He's a narcissist. Yeah, narcissist has personality. Narcissist has tendencies. Everyone's a narcissist. Like, man.
People are using narcissists. I'm like, no, you're not. Come over and spend a night at my house. That's the real deal.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I know it's been so watered down that they just think it means like he's not a great person.
Weaponizing me.
Bombing me. But he did do all those things. But they weren't educating people like to that extent.
Mm-hmm.
There weren't words that you could label. So, I know everybody's doing their best at at their particular moment,
Mm-hmm.
whether anything you're doing. I always say that people are doing their best at that moment in time.
Yeah.
Like, don't beat yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
And I really did want all those things. But I think here's how I can sum it up. I forced him to conform to the life I wanted when subconsciously and a little bit like externally expressing, I can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, sure you can. And he really was being so honest and truthful, but I couldn't accept that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know I've been punished every day since.
So you should listen.
Yeah, listen or don't.
Don't. And learn from experience.
Or just call me and I can support.
I would say if they do something that you find so cringy and you can't stand it like immediately, it's not going to grow on you.
No,
it's going to annoy the shit out of you forever. Like this guy that I accidentally dated in college, he's playing guitar when I was trying to watch Real Housewives, and I wanted to hit him with that guitar over the head so badly. I'm like, shut up. I'm trying to watch Housewives. I was so irritated. But I let it ride out because school was almost over for the summer. And I was like, I can deal with it. I can deal with it. It's fine. It's fine. And like, it's not fine. It just gets worse. And if you find something like that so annoying, it doesn't get less annoying.
Doug would use his silverware like overhand.
Oh, like a toddler.
Like, it was so embarrassing in like public and like formal settings where you're at a business meeting at like the Four Seasons and Holmes is holding it like a toddler and you're like, oh, he looks so bad.
Oh,
that's
man.
cringe.
That is cringe.
So that never gets better.
Actually, well, this will just be my follow-up question. What's something that is so cringe right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't keep up. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I find the news a little cringy. All the political strife back and forth, like it's just exhausting, and it's just a moment for like the boomers, the boomer generation to like it's their sitcoms, if you will, daytime TV. No, what soap operas?
Yeah, soap operas.
Not daytime TV. Excuse me, soap operas. That's what this is turning out to be.
Yeah.
They're play acting. You have two different sides, and it's like, oh, insider trading this and secrets that, and like some people are making out. It's literally politics.
I met someone this weekend. We were talking about sports at ESPN, and he's like, no, you should watch Fox Sports because ESPN is a machine and a factory, and no one has a personality. And on Fox Sports, they all have a personality. I'm like, everyone has a shtick. Like, that's the personality on ESPN is that they hold it together and they have intelligent conversations. And you're talking about you want chaos in your life, and that's their shtick. Like,
and that's what represents society right now.
Mhm.
They want, and that is what I feel like is cringe in current society. If ESPN was the original, you're not gonna knock it, right? They wouldn't be here if it weren't for ESPN.
Right.
So that's who we were at that moment in time. We wanted to legitimize and say, this is really just as important as the news. This represents
Yes.
a large portion of people's lives. So here's the other side to that. So now that they just want to water it down and make it slapstick,
Actually, there's
gimmicky.
There's a cringe.
That's a gimmick.
That's a gimmick. There's a cringe new network coming out. It's called Good American TV or something like that, and it's all about like wholesome American values, and
that's how they're educating people
and reversing back to the 1950s, and like they don't have like any same-sex programming. They have like all traditional roles.
I'm gonna watch it, but that's how they're gonna brainwash people.
Like,
you're gonna get those like Southern Baptist Christians, and they're the ones, and they're like, why have we never done this before? I bet they're gonna do a TikTok platform too.
Oh, 100%.
Oh my God.
Actually, and also, sorry if
gonna
you belong
watch
to a
that.
mega church, but mega churches are so cringe.
Oh yeah.
Because
it's all cult following.
The cadence of how they talk is actually the worst part, because this is how they do it. Like, all right, so the heat is out of my house right now, and we had the maintenance man come. They went to the wrong apartment, and I was thinking, God, what is the lesson I need to take out of this right now? You know what, Jesus? I'm listening to you. I'm thinking, thank my lucky stars, I'm not on the street being a homeless person. I'm going to go donate some time and money. I'm going to donate some clothes. God, thank you so much for this experience that I had in my life of the heat going out in my house.
Praise Jesus. Yeah. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Amen. On that note, amen, besties. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Disclaimer. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The stories and statements expressed herein are experiences and opinions. They may not represent the views of the production studio or the hosts. If you disagree with our content, that's okay. No podcast is perfect for everyone.